Hey everyone, it's Cassie.
It's Esty.
We're
best friend-in-laws. We've got some shit to say.
I'm ready, are you?
Mm-hmm. Hey, bestie.
Hey. It's your bestie plus one.
Why?
You like my pimple. I think I'm just gonna name it and give it as
Her twins.
my twin flame or something.
Yeah, your twins coming out the side.
Yeah.
All right.
Wants to be known.
What are you sipping on?
I'm sipping on, it's like a liquid IV, but a different brand. It's called True Something. I got it from Costco.
Haven't seen that. I haven't stepped inside Costco. We renewed our Costco membership. Haven't been inside since. I think pump gas like once. Where's Sam's, people?
So what happened was they had a sample person, and they're like, this one has so much less sugar and less things that the liquid IVs have that has more vitamins in it, like actual vitamins. So we switched to it, and it tastes pretty good. And I even got Sam onto them too. So
yesterday when we went to Isaac's volleyball game, I made a liquid IV water, and I was looking at the packages because I have a package of strawberry, and I was looking at it and I was like, not anything in the ingredients says that it actually has strawberries in it, at all. It's safe. So I did a packet of strawberry liquid IV, and I did 2 pumps of mango nada syrup, and it was fire.
Yeah,
highly recommend. We need to get on the flavored water kicks.
Yeah, I am.
Have you ever seen people like the videos that do that?
I have.
What's it called? There's like a word for it though.
Flavored waters? Infused?
Yeah, no, like the rest. It's something else. I don't know. Like it has like a catchy name to it. I'm gonna have to look it up because like it has like a whole hashtag to it. There's girls that make their recipes.
Dirty waters or what? Like they call them dirty sodas or like the dirty
Something
Alani.
like that.
That's what I was doing. I'd done the dirty Alani. That's bomb.
Yeah. Now I have to look it up. Hold on. I will fix this.
While you're looking it up, I'll tell you something, a little tangent. Like Irish school carnival is so expensive now. Like
none of the schools that we've attend do that. For what?
Aiden's school was I think, okay, so Rowan's is $20 pre-sale, $25 if you don't buy ahead of time. It's all the inflatables, all the games, excluding the temporary tattoo booth and like the wedding the principal booth, but it includes everything else.
Like a dunk tank?
Yeah, I guess they have something like that.
But like, is the money go back to like a booster club or like?
Yeah, like
what is
PTA.
It for?
Yeah, PTA. And then like that's not including like if you find a vendor and there's food there. And Emma had hers last weekend, and I sent her with her friend, and I gave her like $30, and she came back with some money left, but I don't know what they're doing with it.
That's a little extra. Like, I know that Edison does, it's called extravaganza, but it has like a big ET and then extravaganza or something like that behind it. But I think it's pretty much just like food trucks. Most of the stuff is free though, unless you want to eat.
Yeah, no.
That's a little wild. Because you're talking about elementary, young.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about high schoolers. Yeah,
I was like, well, we've always used to go to Emma's, but we used to just buy tickets. Like, they didn't ever did the wristband thing. Wristband thing's like new, apparently. But I wonder what kind of rides they have. Because the school I work at, when they did their carnival, they had like fair rides for their carnival. Like, you know those little cages?
Okay, like carnival rides.
Carnival rides.
Yeah.
I don't know if his school's going to have that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm like, that makes more sense. But if you're just charging me for inflatable...
Yeah, no thank you. Hold on, I can't find the original. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it's #water talk. So basically, for those who don't know what I'm trying to describe, there's these trends that a lot of the times it's women who create these flavored waters like cotton candy, unicorn. This is Mountain Dew water. Just drink your water. It's okay.
I'll stick
But
to
it's
my true
hashtag water talk, where they just, I'll have to try that one. But I mean, like, it's extreme extravagance. Like, look at all the packets that they have and syrups, and
Yeah, that's
it's a lot.
crazy.
It's doing a lot of extra. Like, but I did my own Dutch at home today, so I have a Red Bull with peach syrup, cherry syrup, and white chocolate. So I made like a peach ring. But that's like, Dutch. It's Dutchy, you know?
Yeah.
Just drink your water.
Just drink your water. Drink your H.
Whatever it takes. It is what it is. Drink your water. Well, you know what? Where we ended up on the last episode, how was your Mother's Day?
Oh, it was great. Just kidding. It was good, actually. I did everything I wanted to do. I had my family go to church with me. I mean, minus Santino, which, he had to go with his mom, which I understood. That's his mama. The kids were upset he didn't go to church with us. But, I was like, hey, it's Mom's Day. Like, he has to go with his mom. And then we came home, had breakfast, relaxed, played some cards, and took a nap. And then I came to my office after my nap and drank this Red Bull I didn't throw away or finish because there's still a little bit here. Did all my homework. I went to bed by 10:30. So I would say a very successful day. Oh, and I had my mom's Dutch sticker.
That's exactly what you wanted.
Yeah, I don't like to do anything. I had a little FOMO from you because I wanted rice. I didn't know I wanted rice until I seen you post it.
Yeah.
Bring me some rice.
Were you having like mom guilt, you said, on your note?
On what note?
Your Instagram note, you had wrote something about like you were having mom guilt between yourself and being a mom or something.
Oh yeah, I have lots of mom guilt all the time.
What's going on?
I just am struggling a little with that because I feel like my kids really need me right now. And I feel a part of me am not that I'm not putting me first or my marriage first. I think it's more of like, I feel like my kids need a lot of different things right now. Sometimes I feel guilty because I'm just like, ugh. Like, I used to cry when they had to go to their dad's. And now sometimes I'm like a little relieved. And I feel like that's where like the mom guilt comes in. Because I'm like, But then I feel like recently I don't even get a break when they're with their dad. I'm constantly still like
in mom
communicating. Mode. Yeah. So I feel like that's where the mom guilt comes in. I want to be selfish. Like, I think about it in my head, but I don't actually do it. So I feel like that's where I feel like the mom guilt's coming in because I'm like, I get to take a break.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that co-parenting has like this bittersweet like situation where you actually get time to yourself, but you don't know what to do with it. It's like, because you don't really ever turn off being a mom. Like,
no.
When my kids are gone, I'm checking their location, like doing this and that. Like, even we talk about them when they're not in the room. But it should be a time where you have a moment to reset and just focus on you for a second so that you can recharge and be ready again for when they come back.
Yeah. I just feel like for me, it doesn't matter what day it is. And I've always said that. Like, I've been co-parenting for, Rowan's going to be 9, so like 10 years. And I think it's just, we're in a good place right now. So that's great. But I feel like that good co-parent, like that good communication is overshadowing other little things that we should work on. And that's where it's difficult. Because it's like, dang, do you want to have these hard conversations like and ruin what we have going? But it's also like, if we don't have these hard conversations, then it's going to explode. And
you don't want it to all fall apart over something that should have been a small conversation, then it blows up to being something bigger than you can't control.
Yeah. And then you know me, like, I'm literally like, they're with their dad, but I'm still talking to the doctors. I'm still scheduling. I'm still getting the refills. I'm still getting texts. Hey, mom, can you pick me up today? Or can I do this? So I'm constantly still doing all these things to where I'm just busy.
Yeah.
But I also feel like these times are precious. Look at you. Like, your kids one's in college, one's going to high school next year. Like, I only have this time to spend with them, and even like today in the new house, we are having dinner together, but I was realizing like I'm having dinner every night with Emma and Rowan, but Aiden's still at therapy because we're eating before he gets home. So then I had talked to them, picking them up today, and I said, hey, like, what do you guys think about, like, we do things a little different? You guys get extra iPad time before dinner, and then I make dinner a little bit later, we'll eat, and then, go to our night routine. So that way Aiden can eat with us and we can eat together. And they were like, yeah, like, let's do that. Like, yeah. So, it was nice. But then because we ate later, Daniel's sleeping because he has to go to work. So they're like, Dad's not eating with us. I'm like, I know, but he has to go to work. He's sleeping.
Has to be
so
balanced.
I guess, yeah. And then, just having conversations with them. We have no electronics. So I was like, what's the best thing that happened to you today? And what was like something bad that happened,
Yeah.
And they're all going around the table saying that. So I want to get more into that because, like I said, this is the time that I have to pour into them the most, and where I feel like they still need me, because soon they're going to not feel like they need me, even though, they will.
They will always. And you're saying this now, summer's right around the corner. I give you 2 weeks into summer break and you're like, these kids need to go back to school.
They're all going to summer school.
Oh, so you have a little while longer before they get to enjoy their summer.
Yeah. I mean, they get a break and then they'll go to summer school and then get like the end again. But yeah, they all go to summer school. So I'll get a like break during the day. Just a little one. They only go for like a little bit. But yeah, I'll be like, come get these kids.
Balance.
But that's my point. I'll be like, come get these kids. And then I'm like, well,
bring them back.
Just kidding, JK.
Yeah. Well, I think you're doing fine, and I think even just finding the individual time that you have to spend with each kid, and then individual time for yourself, and then individual time for your husband. It's like you're juggling constantly, but I think you're still doing really good. Don't worry, Mom. You're doing fine.
Yeah, tomorrow's early release, so I have a GameStop date with Aiden.
Gosh.
He got so much. I mean, he got what he wanted. He's been saving for this game. I've been telling everyone. He wants PlayStation money or just cash, because I've been telling everyone he wanted money for this game. He ended up getting what he met his amount, and his game went on sale.
Nice.
So he got his game.
Good timing.
But we'd end up using not his GameStop card. So I told him, like, oh, we'll take you to use your money and your, like, gift card on Wednesday. Because originally I was going to take him Mother's Day, but then I just had him buy his, like, game. He has the no disc PlayStation.
You don't take the kids to buy things on Mother's Day. No.
I know, but it was, like, the next day after his party. I didn't go because I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And he was like, Mom, you said my game. And I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, here, just let's buy it, like, it's on sale anyways. So we bought it, and I told him on a Wednesday I'll take him to, like, on a little GameStop day to use his money. But I told him, you have to buy Mommy Starbucks since I'm taking you. And he was like, okay.
Awesome. Well, my Mother's Day was crazy.
Yeah, taking shots over there. Your brother-in-law did not know what you're talking about. He does not know you. He's like, what is she talking about? Like, he's thinking he's going to have to go up there. Like, he's like, gets all defensive. Like, what's going on? She took a shot. That's what she did.
Ding, 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 bingo. um, yeah, so I spent my Mother's Day morning at Vibes for brunch. It was a drag show brunch, and it was Lady Gaga themed. So they were momsters.
Nice.
It was a really good time. Bomb ass food. I lost count of how many mimosas I had. And then they were going around looking for people who were willing to take shots. And I got volunteered. So I got voluntold.
Voluntold.
Voluntold you're gonna go up and take a shot. And it was a good time. Though all the queens were amazing. Their performances were awesome. And then it was just different. I did something for me for Mother's Day. Well, it was gifted to me, but it was still like,
Yeah.
kids don't want to hang out with me anyways. And then
What did they
we ended
do?
up,
Did you guys hang out together though?
yeah, I mean, we came back, we picked up Isaac. Renzo had work. We picked up
Mm.
Isaac, took him to lunch with us or I don't know, early dinner.
Mhm.
And the teppanyaki show was cute. The chef we had was super funny. We had a good time.
That's good.
And then we went to go pick up Renzo from work and came home. And I built my Legos. Did you see that? I haven't showed you yet, huh?
I seen you posted them.
Yeah, but did you see the final product?
Yeah, you sent them. Well, you didn't send them,
I
but
didn't
you
send-
posted them. They're
They're
pretty.
so pretty. Yeah. They're on my nightstand now. My flowers are forever flowers.
I have one that I haven't built yet still. I seen it in the garage today.
Get to it.
I have these flowers. Look. Well, a flower. Forever.
Your crochet flower.
It smells like roses.
Really? How'd they do that?
Just kidding.
Oh, I was like, you should put like an essential oil or something on it.
I know, huh? Put a Scentsy oil.
It's okay. I wanted to tell you, since it's something that we've touched on in the past, let me get back to where I was. In other news today, Judge Michael Jessic has just resentenced the Menendez brothers to 50 years of life sentences with the possibility of parole. So now they'll have to get in front of the parole board here in California to see if they can get it approved or not.
Because they've already been there 50 years?
30. Definitely. They've got college degrees and wives.
They have wives?
Unpopular opinion? Yeah. They've married from inside.
Of course.
So if it's an unpopular opinion, I'm saying let him out. They've done their time. I think they've
Do you
rehabilitated.
think it's like they've done their time? Question.
Yeah, they served 30 years.
Okay. But my question is, if his parents were still alive, would you say yes, let them out?
If their parents were still alive?
Like,
And it was an attempted murder?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's still serving your time. That's the point of the judicial system. You do your time for the crime that you did.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything else to tack on more years. Here's the thing. A lot of people don't want them out because of the gruesome act that was performed. Understandably so. Regardless of how they got there and what traumas they went through, they performed a heinous act of violence. They went to prison. They did their time. But why are we not giving that same energy to, like, Gypsy Rose? She did her time. She pled guilty. She's out. Just because she didn't actually stab her mother doesn't mean that she's not a little fucked up.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy to see her out and pregnant and living her life. Why can't the Menendez brothers?
I'm not happy about certain things.
No?
I like certain things about reform, but then I don't. Because I feel like because these people have money, they have resources, all these deals, all these things they already have lined up. Like, of course, they can get out of jail and provide for themselves. That's one thing they have to tell parole, you know? Just like Gypsy Road, like, oh, can you provide for yourself? Can you go back into society? Of course. because they already have these book deals, these shows, all these other things. Like you said, married, all these other things.
Mm-hmm.
I think where I get more hesitant, and not so much about also the crime, but a lot of people don't have that same option. And their road's a little bit harder for them than all these other people. So I just feel like you said, like, yeah, you did your time, but
Mm-hmm.
but if
But
they
it's what they did with their time, right? So like within their time that they were locked up, they took their time to get their college degrees and to do work from within their, facilities, when other people don't take advantage of their time that they're doing inside there and they just want to come out. They're not ready for the real world. I don't think anybody is, but I feel like you've served your sentence that was assigned to you, and it looks like June 13th they'll be heading in front of the parole board. So they'll see.
Yeah.
And they are not being helped. Like, Kim Kardashian ain't coming in for them. The Innocence Projects isn't helping them. Like, Scott Peterson's inside trying to get all of these people to help him get out. But I don't think that he's sorry for what he's done. I just think he's spent his entire time trying to get out. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's had any time to sit and be like, damn, I fucked up. He's just going to continue to say that he didn't do it. So
there's a difference of taking accountability.
Follow back up on that again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So mark your calendar. We need to loop back around to that on June 13th. We'll watch for the news. And since we covered the Menendez brothers in our last season, we will have to continue to cover them. I think they're one step closer, because if a judge was agreeing to reduce their sentence, that's already halfway there. Because then that means that they're going to prove that they've served their purpose. Well, they reduce it to 50 years. So they've done 30 out of the 50 years, meaning if they actually meet the possibility of parole, they'll probably just be on probation for the rest of their lives. Or parole for the rest of their lives.
100%.
Speaking of court, and it ain't us. Just kidding.
I'm like, am I going to court?
I think...
You know something I don't know?
No. Next week, I'd like to see if we could gather as much information about the Diddy case now that they're back in court.
100%.
And
it's already so
more
juicy
information is coming out, and I think it's time.
Even just with like getting a jury.
I feel so bad that his ex Cassie has to go through this all over again. She's already had her time in court having to relive everything, and now she has to relive everything all over again with her husband, and that's gotta be so hard.
Yeah. Do you think you could be a juror?
Yes, because I want to be a fly on the wall.
I don't know. I've never got selected for jury duty, but I really feel like I couldn't do it.
No? What about it?
I don't know. I think...
like, just having to be a decision maker?
Yeah. I'm like, I already know my kids are going to need therapy after I'm done raising them. So, like, I can't... I don't know, like, to make decisions like that. That's why I'm not an attorney. I'm not a judge. I don't want to be, like, we talk about, like, my school plan. Like, do I want to go to UC? You know, like, to, like, go further into what I'm going into? And I'm like, no, I don't want to diagnose people. Like, what if I... No, I don't want to put that kind of...
But you don't want to be a decision maker.
I don't want to be a decision maker. I don't even like to decide what we're having for dinner.
That's not the same.
It's the same.
That's not the same as...
It's the same. Like, I know you haven't had done it for a long time.
That's not the same as guilty, not guilty.
But, like, I hate picking out my kids' clothes. Like, pick out your own clothes. I don't even want to pick out my own clothes. I don't even want to decide what I'm wearing today.
So let them. Let them come out funky as hell.
Oh, I have. Like, I don't dress them anymore. Like, unless it's, like, special outfits I bought for, like, a certain occasion. Okay. No, I don't even want to pick my own shirt.
I want to be selected for jury duty. I've gotten 4 postcards in the mail, and I'm upset every time they don't choose me.
Pick me.
I'm like that
Choose
audio. I'm
me.
like, pick me. Choose me. I'm the one.
You even know what that's from?
Lorenzo got no.
Do you know
I
what
just know
show
the
that's
audio.
from? Wow, we can't be friends.
Probably Gilmore Girls.
We're gonna nope.
I don't
We're
know.
gonna break up. We're breaking up. This podcast is now over. Goodbye.
It's the end.
The end. The end. It's all the camera's going down.
Huh.
It's from Grey's Anatomy. I'm gonna send you the clip.
Great.
Grey's Anatomy. It's a doctor show. It's on like 20-something season, 25 season.
Yeah.
That was probably
Yeah.
season, like early season 4 or 5. That was a show I used to watch too.
I haven't seen Grey's Anatomy. I haven't seen Grey's Anatomy since I was in college.
Well, you should have seen it then by then, because I was like, that episode happened. It was when she told Derek.
I thought it was hilarious that they would make a
in the sterilization room. And he's gonna go into surgery. And his wife comes in, Addison, and then she's like, pick me, choose me, love me.
I said I haven't seen that show since college. That's like damn 20 years ago.
Well, at least you watched some of it. At least you could say you watched it. The new season's coming out soon.
Yeah, it was like one of those like rainy day things. Oh gosh. No, because I'm stuck on Sister Wives right now, and there's 19 seasons, and I'm on like season 5.
Why do you always watch something that I'm not watching?
I'm so intrigued. I'm just invested because there's literally still new episodes coming out now, and I need to know why they are still on TV. Because I don't think they're together anymore, and I don't want to hear the answer. Okay.
Well, I don't know, because I don't even watch them.
I'm not into it for the polygamy.
I feel like I couldn't get into it. I'm back on like season 5 of Gilmore Girls.
Oh. I'm not into it for the polygamy aspect of it. It's just, I want to understand it. And it's kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I don't understand the lifestyle. So and I don't understand why somebody would want to spread themselves so thin.
So if you are watching
why do you want to spread yourself so thin?
So if you want to watch that, why won't you watch, like, the Mormon Wives? Isn't it the same thing almost?
Because I feel like
Secret Life of the Mormon Wives.
The Mormon Wives?
I just seen that they have a new season coming
because
out.
Because it's more, like, dramatized. Because it's more dramatized and it feels like the Kardashians, and I don't want to watch that. Like, this is from, like, early, I think it's, like, 2013, 2014. What's that noise?
You just like documentaries, sorry. You like documentaries?
Yeah. Well, like a docu-series, I guess. I just don't want to see, like, the way that it's edited feels very dramatized, but it doesn't feel like I'm watching the Kardashians. Like, I feel like the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is very, like, glam and drama, and this is more like 4 families trying to make it work in the same household, and it's like, it's so much. My anxiety peaks because it's so many people in one place at the same time, so many opinions, all the wives have to get along at the same time, they all have to not get jealous of each other. It's just like, it's too much. Not a lifestyle for me. But there are other, like, you know how like it says like shows, like, like to give you other options. There's like 4 other polygamy shows out there. Why? We don't need more. This has 19 seasons. We don't need more shows like this. I also don't need any more 1,000-pound people.
Yeah, I don't know how they keep coming up. Where are they finding these people? That's my question. Where are they finding
big ass rocks?
These people.
It's so not healthy. It's so not healthy. But I will say, like, the way that they parent each other's children, it's like very, do your siblings help you when they're in front of your kids? Like, as an aunt or as an uncle? Do they help you with your kids? Like, discipline or, like, direct or,
Depending, yeah. They do, actually. Like, if my kid's disrespecting me.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
then, yeah.
They hear it from uncle, right? Like, right away kind of thing? Yeah. Like, when my kids were littler, if they did something in front of my sister, she would immediately correct them. That's what I kind of see in the sister wives thing, is at least, like, they do because they share the same beliefs and they want to raise their children the same ways, that's pretty cool to have extra help in the house. Kind of cool. Because at least they have like backup. If they're feeling overwhelmed or whatnot, or they just can't get one kid to listen, like the next mom comes in, like steps up and like steps in. That's kind of cool. But I don't want to share my husband with 3 other women.
But is there an archy mom?
What's that?
Like, like the main mom. Like, like how Hefner had like the main girlfriend.
Like a hierarchy?
Yeah, like a hierarchy.
Yeah, there's the main, or the first wife. Her name's Mary. She's the only one who's legally married to him. And then the other 3 wives came after. Yeah, so she's kind of like the OG. But I don't know. She only has 1 kid. So, like, she kind of mothers everyone. Kind of cool.
I'm not sharing my wife, sorry. My husband.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm not sharing him with 3 other women. You gotta be out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah.
Speaking of parenting, I showed you the video before we jumped on here that was casted on CNN. I will play it here and I will link it in our stories. But let's see if there's any audio on this. News story about 2 young boys who got in possession of their dad's firearm. Police used the help of a drone to find the kids. The gun is loaded. And by the grace of God, they pulled it and it didn't fire. They could have really, really, really hurt each other or themselves or an officer. But the fact that they pointed it at the police concerns me.
Yeah.
Because these boys don't look a day over 6 and 7. Maybe 7 and 8. They have seen behavior that I don't agree with.
Yeah.
I don't even know. They said that they charged one of the boys with a criminal count of something, but they couldn't arrest him. But, like, I need to know. The mom called the cops. Let me just say that. The mom called the cops. She was afraid, and probably the best decision because she could have also been extremely hurt. I would rather see this than headlines of young boy shoots and kills mom. So there's that. But how did this happen? How did we get here?
Well, people are going to come for me. Because I am not pro guns. Like, firearms, like, in my house, hell no. Owning one, forget it. I always been that way. I've been to, I think, a few house parties growing up that I wasn't supposed to be at, to be honest. And guns go off. I mean, I had someone get shot right next to me in the leg, And even before that, I just no. And I think that since then, like growing up like that, how are these teenagers getting guns? And that was like, well, obviously in early 20s, easily. And where are they getting them? From their house. But I know a lot of people that have guns in their homes, and that's okay. But that's their choice. What you do in your house is what you do in your house. But I just am not for the guns. Like, all these school shootings everywhere, I'm just not for the guns. I think they belong. I mean, people that go to shooting ranges, like, they should just store their guns there and only allow those people to have them there. I don't know.
Like a car rental.
Yeah, like,
Would you have done what that mother did? Would you have called 911? Or would you try to handle the situation yourself?
For me, probably, I would try to handle it myself. Within a few short seconds, if I knew I couldn't, then I would call. Because I feel like, but then again, like you said, the kids kind of seem like, obviously they seen this behavior. Obviously they knew you point the gun. Did they know it was a real gun? We don't know. They're little. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I think I would hopefully have a good, depending on the relationship the mom had with the kids. Hey, honey, that's not what we touch. Let's put it down. And they could put it down and walk away and I pick it up, But obviously she was in more of a fight or flight mode kind of thing, I feel like, and she just called them.
I feel like something in her instinctively knew that her children were not, or at least the older child was probably not going to give it up, given that he felt it was appropriate to point it at police, who do not take that action lightly. So in this situation, I think it was probably best that she called the police so that they could handle it, because I don't think that they would use, really aggressive tactics to, I don't think they were ever had intentions to hurt the children, but there needs to be some education behind this. I am okay with guns being in the house. I'm fine with that. I grew up with guns. My uncles own guns. I know my dad did at one point. Don't know whatever happened to it, but I'm fine with that. But we were also raised, me and all my cousins and my sisters, we were raised with kind of education behind the gun, how to, I come from a military family, so we knew how to take a gun apart. We knew how to load a gun, but it was for defense and nothing more. It wasn't pull it out when you're pissed off. It was recreational activity, where places are safe and in ranges. With education, we knew you don't fuck around. Like, a gun can hurt you. And I've always said that, if Jesse wanted to go get a gun, I'd be fine with that. I don't really have a problem with that. I would want one. If he's gonna have one, I want one, because I want to go to the range. I want to do ladies' night at the range. I know you don't want to go with me, but I want to go.
Surprisingly, I just told Daniel. It's so funny we talked about guns though. As much as I'm like, I don't want it in my house, I said, do you think I would like the gun range? Just because I was thinking it'd be like a date night thing and go. And I had asked him, do you need a license? And then when he's like, no. And I was like, maybe I don't want to. But I did think about it because I thought it would be I don't know, be a different date night kind of thing than just going out to dinner or something.
At least maybe for you it's like a bucket list thing. Just say you've done it, did it. If you're not into it, you don't have to do it again, because you don't have to take a gun home with you, but say you did it. I want to go for sure. And they do have ladies' nights where it's all girls, and they teach you how to hold it, shoot it, load it, this, that, and third.
Interesting.
But I've always said that if you're going to have a gun, the gun comes with responsibility. And if you're going to have a gun, you have to be ready to use the gun. That, it's a decision that you can't come back from.
Exactly.
I don't think that conversation ever happened in that family, obviously.
Yeah.
Why it was available to the children also bothers me, because that could have easily ended up in a school or on a playground or at a family member's house. So I hope that the dad, since it was registered to the dad, faced some serious consequences.
Yeah.
I hope that they
I'm
arrested
sure you
him
sign
immediately.
a paper, you have to have it locked up or something.
If he actually had the license to own the gun, yes, there's responsibility behind it.
But their laws in Mexico are different than here, aren't they? Because I know in Texas you carry it. In New Mexico, aren't they different?
Yeah, different states have different laws as to how easily you can obtain one and whether or not you can carry it on you or just have it in the home. Where did it say this was? Oh, this is New Mexico.
New Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, we can look up the laws for that. But like you said, how do you get one so easily? You can know someone who knows someone, you can buy one out of the trunk somewhere. It's too easy to get a gun. So if this gun was licensed to him and traceable back to him, then he needs to be arrested.
Yeah.
You were irresponsible. And I hope the mom, for calling, doesn't get in as much trouble. But she might. Because they were under her care.
That's crazy.
In the Albuquerque. In the ABQ. That's funny.
No thanks. No guns here.
So you want to shoot one, you just don't want one in your house.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I just noticed how short my eyelashes looked. I did my eyelashes for Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah. Be ready, because in a...
The
Go ahead.
No, you said be ready. For what?
Oh, I was going to say be ready, because I'm going to be all natural for the summer. I'm taking my
What?
lashes off. Yeah. After June 8th, my lashes are coming off and my nails.
Take
I'm
a
just
break.
going to take a break. I mean, it's good to take a break sometimes, too. I've had them on pretty consistent. And so I like to take a break here and there. But I figured what better time than summer, because I ain't got school. I'm not going to have work. And I'm going to be in my pool a lot. So I'm going to take a break.
Naked mole rats coming out.
I know. I'll be like...
I'm kidding.
No more fluttering.
When we did our pop-up, I had put some clusters on. Those lasted me for about a week. And then I redid them. I refreshed them for Mother's Day. But I was having a stressful conversation earlier. And I was like, ding, 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 ding. Pulled them all out individually.
Well, don't be having stressful conversations. Let me tell you something, okay? Aiden came home from therapy with a little note on the back of his little therapy thing. And it said, why is pizza in a square box if it's circle? And why, when you take a piece out of the pizza, it's a triangle?
Aiden, the philosopher.
Aiden's quote of the day, they said.
Aiden's still obsessing on the pizza.
It's on the fridge. I know. He's like, people steal my pizza at school.
This is trauma. Pizza has traumatized him.
I know. And then I've been letting him take his phone on the bus and to school. Like, he's 11, so I'm trying to, I text his teacher, if it becomes an issue, let me know. Not so much at school, but at therapy, because I guess now instead of giving him an iPad, they let him, earn iPad time, they were letting him, earn his phone time. Okay. But then he's like, wait, I need to beat this level, so he doesn't want to always give it up, because he's playing, Block Blast. He's not, watching stuff, he's, playing a game. And I was like, I guess I tried taking it from him, and he was like, no, my mom said I can have this.
Ooh.
And I told him, Aiden, they're allowed to take it away if you're not doing what you need to do. Sorry. He was like, okay.
School rules trump mom's rules.
He was like, nope, my mom said I can have it. You can't take it from me. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was so mad at my school today. I got a ticket.
You got a ticket? A parking ticket?
Parking ticket, but I have to fight it. Yes, because they said comment, spring permit required, displaying valid parking permit. So I have to call them because I can dispute it within 21 days. I was in a rush and I took Daniel's car to school instead of my car. Both of our cars are on my permit, on my pass though, so I can take either one.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
But I forgot to grab the darn placard thing.
But they can run your plate.
But they could look it up. And no, they gave me a ticket.
Lazy.
So,
I want to speak to this officer.
$40.
Not worth it.
It was $30 for the pass.
Yeah. Jesus. No, if your plate is listed on your... No. Fight that. Yeah. Fight the man.
If they don't listen to me, I'm going to call them. Mom.
That's right. My name is Cassie. Yeah. Okay. Well, to wrap this night up, I have one last thing for you, and it's going to be my mantra for the rest of this month to see what comes out of it. But I put it as my wallpaper. What is that?
Ooh, you have a new wallpaper?
I have a new wallpaper. I will send it to you, and you will also use it. What? What did you do?
I'm getting a late crap.
Oh,
just keep going. It's okay.
Okay. All right. I just sent it to you. You're going to make it your wallpaper, and we're going to say it every day together and every time we open our phones. And it says, I'm so lucky. Everything works out for me. And we're going to keep repeating it, and we're going to make good things come to us.
Okay.
There's also one that says, I'm so blessed, but you have to look it up.
But it says, I'm so blessed.
Yeah, it would say, I'm so blessed. Everything works out for me. And we are going to bring positivity into our lives. Yeah.
I like to bring in... Okay, I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
Are you going to make it your wallpaper since you don't make your vision boards anymore?
I have one right here on my phone.
That is everybody's homework for the day. I will share it on the...
I forgot I can't use it on this. I don't know why it's like this. Like, I clicked on it.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't work. Whatever.
I will share it on our Instagram, and y'all can save it and make it your wallpaper, and you will repeat it every time you open your phone. We're going to bring positivity into our life.
We all about the positivity.
Positive vibes, yo.
Me and my twin. Okay.
We're greening out.
Okay.
All right. Gotta go, bestie.
Bye from your two besties here.
Bye, bestie. Till next time.
We should name it Patricia.
Huh? What? What's Patricia?
Patricia.
Your twin? Not the full circle.
My twin Patricia. All right.
Okay. All right.
Don't
For
forget
those
to
of you who
like
are listening.
us.
Huh? That's what I was going to say.
Share our shit. Even though we just rambled today. Sharing
a share, a follow. Yes. Please support us. We can check us out on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Till next time. Bye.
If you don't like our voices, then mute us.
Read it.
Read it.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks for listening to another hour of our bullshit.
Make sure you follow us on all of our socials at BFIL.podcast.
You can catch us every week on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Bye, besties!